SVW, AEW, WWE,
Oh, you already know.
SVW.
We're getting into all of it.
Letters, just letters.
As long as there's a W in it.
It's got to be a
Right,
W. I realize that because then you can always go AEW, SVW, ECW,
Yeah.
WWE. Doesn't really work.
GC Dub.
They should probably fix that.
I think they would have thought of that by now.
I feel like they would have, but I feel like they started.
WWE. Yeah, just in the flow.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the SVW Podcast. My name is Roman. I'm here with Heck
Yo.
and Woody.
Yes, sir.
Gunky is absent today.
The Rizzler isn't here.
Yeah. I had to file a restraining order against him. Did you guys pay attention?
Some shit went down, and those guys are really at it right now. We couldn't find a way to do the podcast with them 50 feet apart within this room.
Yeah.
So we're going to work that out, and hopefully by next week we'll have it figured out.
Hopefully by next week we'll have it figured out.
Or
But
maybe calmer heads prevail.
One
Right.
at one end, one at the other end. It's like 48 feet, so
Yeah.
we're like 2 feet short.
yeah, it's
Story of
it
your life,
really
right?
threw a wrench in
Coming up a little
things.
short.
But we are going to soldier on here, and we've got
like
a
Marty
great.
Jannetty about a foot shorts.
Oh man. We've got a great episode for you guys today. We're going to talk Survivor Series. Is CM Punk the answer for the OG Bloodline?
No.
We are going to talk about Full Gear. Are we in the Rizzler era? And is this the biggest storyline they've got going over at AEW? But before we get into all that, we had a huge meet and greet this weekend with the hardcore legend himself, Mick Foley. And while he was an amazing, super nice guy, does someone need to buy him a watch? What do you guys think?
I realized he did not have a watch on.
That's
might
what I'm
explain.
saying.
I feel like he's kind of one of those guys that doesn't live by your concept of time.
Time is a construct.
Yeah, it's a
Damn.
man-made concept.
Yeah.
Time's a flat circle.
Yeah.
I feel like he Matthew McConaughey's it. Yeah, from time to time.
It definitely looks like it.
Yeah.
It was awesome to see him. You kind of like when he first walked in, I was a little like overcritical because like he's a little bit late. He's
Yeah.
a little bit.
He was
like,
a little late.
He's kind of like running in, kind of like in shambles a little bit.
He did a run in.
Once he actually sits down, and you start seeing him interact with people, you're just like, oh yeah,
He had his own paint pens. He was ready to go.
He's a pro.
he's a pro, and not only that, he's like we're like shit. We're gonna have to like rush through this because there's so many people in line and we're short of time. He didn't rush through it.
Nope.
Fans got everything they wanted from him. He was completely giving with his time. He was awesome to people. Everyone walked away real happy.
I was excited when I saw him coming up the escalator and then like walked him over, and then like I was hoping that like when the people in line like saw him, like you know what I mean, you would get some type of reaction, and like you did, and I was like, cool, like you know what I mean.
I think it was a round of applause.
Yeah, there was definitely a round
But
of applause.
I was wondering if it was sarcastic for some people.
No.
If it was in Philly,
Yay.
Philly does a great sarcastic round of
Yeah,
applause.
that is true. That is true.
Like when someone finally gets a hit that hasn't had a hit in a long time, and they're like,
Yeah,
I wanted him to come in like one of the was it the Chickawawa booth
Yeah,
that we were next to?
the Chikawa, the
Chickawawa. Or
I don't really know.
Imagine
what
he
they
came in one of the little costumes like
Yeah, they had
and like took it off.
yeah. For the people who don't know, they had these giant like what were they, cats? Like these giant like cat
it's
some
suits.
like K-pop stuff.
it's like
Yeah.
like a Sanrio situation.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
not
I think
quite.
you're right. You're
Also, there was a Calico Critters pop up behind
right.
us,
Yeah.
and they had the rabbit there. And if you're a fan of Calico Critters, first of all, weird.
The homie
Secondly,
Wayne
you would
pointed
know.
out, he was like, they stole that or vice versa from Dinner for Schmucks, the mouse piece. You like take the little mouse,
yeah,
like
yeah,
the dead
yeah,
mice
yeah.
and make like stuff them, and like
Yeah.
they had like a whole town. That's
For-
literally what it was.
For the record, Dinner for Schmucks stole that.
Yes,
I used to work
go.
at a toy store 20 years ago, and we sold Calico Critters
Right,
back then.
yeah.
They were really popular with the kids, and they were old back then as well. I always thought it was fun. We were making fun of because there was a rabbit in a costume.
Right, yeah.
So we were just like, oh, it's Justin Gabriel, just like it was the bunny from the Rosebuds and Adam
Yeah,
Rove's
that's
time.
very.
He's
good.
still doing the bunny gimmick.
He's
gonna get it
committed.
over.
He's
He
committed.
He got it over. He went over somebody back then.
Heath
right?
Slater. That's what
what
we're
I'm
saying.
saying?
Can you imagine Heath Slater going into that day and they're like, "Hey man, the bunny's gonna go over.
Yeah, the bunny's going over.
You gotta do the job."
It's
I didn't know
pretty
that was
unbelievable.
just Kira in, there, in the
It's
bunny
so
costume.
crazy. But yeah,
It's
no.
the shit you look up at 3 a.m. when it's like,
Yeah,
who was
who
in the
was
bunny?
in the bunny costume?
But yeah, Foley was he was cool. He was,
He was
super,
awesome.
super chill, talking to everybody, and like you could tell he's such like you said like a pro like at the like convention thing because like he was like, yo, that guy's getting 3. Make sure you're charging him. You know what I mean? Like for like making sure we were.
Yeah. He knew
like,
what
doing
we
everything.
What
Yeah.
Also, there was a really cool interaction. There was a guy that was there, and he was like, "Oh, I've been to over 200 live shows," and Foley was like, "Oh yeah, I thought I recognized you."
Really?
And pointed them out, and they had a quick little discussion about that. How they, I saw you here at this show. It's like, oh yeah, that was in this place on this date. And he had that moment,
day.
and like the dude's on Twitter was talking about it. He tagged us on Twitter, and that's such a cool experience as a fan.
Yeah.
For a legend to be like, I know you, I saw you,
Yeah.
I saw you appreciating what we do, and I appreciate that. Like that's such a cool give and take. And like,
I thought Santa Foley was funny
oh, he
because
was-
Mick Foley
that's funny.
gave him no love.
Yeah.
This guy full costume.
Yeah, he had the full
committed. He had the sack. Tried to give Foley candy out of the sack, and Foley was like, "Nah, I'm good. I don't want no candy out of your sack."
Also, is it crazy to me for me to say that there's Santa Foley was more mankind than Foley?
Foley.
Yeah.
Like
Foley reminded me of my Uncle Rick. R.I.P. Uncle Rick.
yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Uncle Rick, man.
Yeah.
No, but Santa Foley was like that dude was like he had the walk, he had the
yeah,
voice.
He was full gimmicked.
I was like, shit, he has a
yeah,
really
killed
good
it.
mankind thing.
He
He's
killed
more mankind than Mick Foley is
Yo,
at this point.
And he was keeping it kayfabe because I saw him in the bathroom later, and he was still doing the voice.
Oh man, I really
Yeah.
gotta
So
What was like, what was he saying in the bathroom? He was
No,
doing the voice.
somebody asked him something.
He's
or-
like,
I can't remember.
oh no, it burns right now. That shouldn't have gone to that Atlantic City nightclub. I'm gonna have a bad day.
Oh my god. But
Yo,
no.
it's funny how Dude Love got no love.
Yeah,
dude
fuck
loved,
that.
One dude said he loved
Love, yeah.
on our video. One guy said
Dude,
that
no
was his
love.
favorite
Yeah,
gimmick.
that's
yeah.
messed up,
Mankind,
guys.
Cactus Jack.
I get we all
Even
love
Santa Foley got like somebody
know.
was like Santa Claus.
we love mankind. We love Cactus Jack, but
Yeah,
Dude
Dude
Love
Love.
getting
That's classic.
one vote is wild.
I will say JA was giving him some solid. He was going, dude, love, and he was doing the dance right in front of Foley,
Oh,
and I
have
was like,
mercy.
Jay, you gotta chill. yeah.
No, Jay does not have chill.
He's a pro.
That is not-
He's a pro. He was working that line like a pro.
Foley had his like little cookies,
You-
his little cookie container.
Yeah.
You don't talk about
He was
working the
sharing
line.
his cookies.
Working the line like a pro, man. Me and Jay handled
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, for real.
We were on our element. We were just a bouncer and a carny.
Yeah.
We
He
found
kept
out
going.
what JA is good for.
Dude, he kept going. Dude, John Mayer
John
said I was the
Mayer.
best he ever had, bro. I'm like, all right.
I also liked him casually standing in front of people who were trying to take free photos.
Blocking him.
He would
Yo,
just
he put
step
up
over.
his hand at
One
point.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
why
he tried to, he said, "Hey, you got to pay, bro." Put his hand up.
yeah. It literally, that she was like the mom of the people who were taking the photo, who did pay for the photo. But
Yeah.
that's all right. Jay, you can't win them all. He's not batting 1,000.
No, you can't.
We love him for his effort.
Yeah,
But
Mick
just on top of that,
Sorry.
it was a crazy event. Like that, we got to be there with Mick Foley, and also we were just like sitting there like, 10 feet away, there's Kurt Angle
yeah.
Right.
with his big ass neck.
JBL
neck.
15. Yo, his neck is still strong as hell. It's probably because it's fused together, but
Most likely.
Neck strong.
that's
take
a
you
strong
on.
ass neck.
Roderick Strong is a big fan of Kurt Angle.
Actually.
But then, yeah, JBL was
Yeah.
across the courtyard.
Zai Lee was there. I saw Eddie Tenska, one of our like fans, followers. He's been like banging with us. I always see him at events and all. But like, yeah, Zai Lee, and I didn't even realize it was her because she was just dressed in regular clothes and stuff.
I mean, on top of like the people you more expected to see there, was it Marshall? Tremont was there.
Yeah, Tremont.
There was
Marcus
Tremont.
Mathers.
Marcus Mathers.
Yeah. Joey
Yeah.
Janela, Megan
Cardona.
Bain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Megan
not
Bain.
hard to spot from in a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cardona, that dude's tan as fuck.
Yeah, yes.
Oh my god.
Parents were there.
Yeah, Papa Cardona was there. I saw
Yeah,
that.
we clocked them, and then they were like,
They were, like,
"We're
talking to
Cardona's
Foley.
parents," and I was like, I see that now.
Yeah, the whole thing was really fun, and then it culminated to a great wrestling match and
Man.
a bunch of wrestling event in the middle of a courtyard, which I didn't know I needed that. I didn't know that was something I wanted to happen
Yeah.
until I saw it.
It
and
really
I was
felt like I was like telling everybody, like not telling Pep, but like it felt like WCW,
Nitro.
like Nitro,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I was like, is Lex Luger gonna come out?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here? It was really cool. And then they had like they had the seats around the ring, but then I noticed second and third floor along the rail they had like blocked off, and that was like GA, like general admission kind of area, and I'm like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you wanted that railing position you had to pay for. But if you
you gotta pay to get railed.
If you're just casually walking through the mall,
bro,
you could like stop
right.
and
How many
watch.
people were just like had no idea like that was like going on, and they're just like.
Which is just one of those things you see like a dude walking by with a snowboard and boots,
right? Yeah.
Stopping to watch some wrestling because this American Dream Mall has a ski slope.
We were right by it. Yeah.
We were like underneath the ski slope.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, this is the second biggest mall in the United States.
Yep.
But it's not. Is it still considered a mall, or is it like an entertainment area?
No, I think the store to entertainment.
Because I know King of Prussia was the second biggest mall in the United States.
Well, because we didn't even go into like the part where there's like
we walked around like
stores.
an eighth of it.
We gotta say we walked. We had like 2 hours where we were exploring after all this was done, and maybe got. I would say maybe it was like around a 10th.
We weren't. I didn't even see any stores. There's like a whole Saks Fifth that had like an arrow.
There's a
it's like
bake store in there.
Yeah, there's like a totally
high-end
different section. So like we didn't even see any of that. But I just want like
food courts.
Yeah, the
Mr. Beast Burger.
Mr. Beast
yeah,
Burger. Shout out
Mr.
Mr.
Beast Burger.
Yep, I love going to Mr. Beast to getting a grilled cheese.
Yeah, Carl's grilled cheese. Who the fuck would do that? Who would get a grilled cheese at Beast Burger? Wild.
The way that they set up the event, like you said, like it was it's like a giant 4 level mall, and it's a big like circle courtyard in the middle, and like I went up, I guess, to like the second level at some point because I was taking some photos and some videos, and like everyone started GC Dub GC. It was like the gladiators, you know what I mean?
Like,
it was these giant like, and everyone's like everybody was chanting GC
up there
Dub.
Taking bets.
Yeah, like
man, those chants were on another level.
It was crazy. Oh god, I like almost thought that was you were being serious for a second. But yeah, no, it was so awesome. I think it was so like, and the one of the coolest parts was Mick Foley and Kurt Angle had a run in at the beginning.
Yeah, they gave Blue Cane got the mandible claw.
Yeah, Blue Cane came out. They,
I mean, even before that, there was a promo there where I don't know if you guys were able to hear. I went up there. I took Captain up there on my shoulders, went and watched the promo.
Such a dad thing.
Hell yeah,
on
dude.
your shoulders.
Mick Foley was talking about being in the American Dream Mall, and he was like, when I think of that, I think of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Yes.
He's like, so I'm going to give you, for the first time ever, Mick Foley does the Hard Times promo.
Yeah, that was so good.
And he put on his best Dusty Rhodes voice and started off, my belly's a little bit too big, my butt's a little bit too big, but I'm bad, daddy. And
he made me proud.
Yeah, it was amazing to hear Mick Foley in a ring with Kurt Angle doing a Dusty Rhodes promo.
Yeah,
I was like,
shit,
this is a once in a lifetime situation right now. And then of course, Blue Cane.
And wait, real quick though, he said, this man won the championship with a broken freaking neck. And everybody popped.
Oh man,
such a pro.
Mick Foley and Cheap Pop, and those go hand in hand.
He's the greatest.
He's like, you might as well call him Fago.
I know.
That dude's just all about it.
Wow. You just cannot stop that.
I can't help it. It's a problem.
Yeah, no. And then Blue Cane's music hit. Blue Cane came down to the ring.
A little disappointed there was no snow. I was really excited about how are they going to do the snow.
Not cocaine.
Well, no, wrong kind of snow. Blue Cane, he brings the ice.
Yeah.
Then cocaine comes out, and then Gain comes out. JBL, Kurt Angle, and Mick Foley versus the Cane.
The Canes.
Sean Smith was talking about putting on a mask and going as an African American, which would be pretty good. It's not bad. It's an idea.
All right, guys, click like and subscribe, and we're gonna get out of here. No, just kidding. But yeah, no, the Blue Cane run-in was sick, and
we got that surprise from Ricky Starks.
Yeah, Ricky Starks.
He was just in there shopping at the Louis store, just doing a little holiday shopping.
Yeah,
getting them Black Friday deals, pre-Black Friday deals.
I like they were like people are wondering what my contract status is. He's like. Well, I'm here in the GCW ring.
Yeah,
it's like
that
answers everything
all
you
over
need to
the
know.
internet. Him talking like low key, like talking shit about Tony Khan and like AEW and like why he knows why he's being like chilled out. Like, you know what I mean? Like put on the back burner but I'm like, yo, you're still collecting a check, right? Like that whole
Yeah,
time.
must be nice.
Is he like officially a part of the GC Dub?
I don't think.
I don't think.
Well, he was like, I'm coming back, and what better place than in Jersey with GC Dub? Like,
I'm sure he's got another like thing planned for them to do with him. That seems like this was the beginning of something and planning something else.
And yeah, as we
cool
know,
using
the
escalator
AEW
too.
guys, the AEW guys they're a little more lenient with where their guys can go wrestle and stuff.
So he was on the escalator?
Yeah, he like came down the escalator.
That kid was back on the escalator? I think that you have to take advantage of if you see another wrestling thing there, which I can tell you for sure. We talked to some people. That is not going to be the last wrestling thing at the American Dream Mall.
Oh, really?
Oh, he definitely was. SummerSlam?
Right.
Is that MetLife?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were like SummerSlam
So
is at the
GCW
American
Mall.
Dream Mall.
It's definitely gonna
Well, no,
Run.
High
Yeah,
Spots.
they'll
run. Oh, High Spots?
WrestleCon is
Okay.
talking about being there.
That's awesome.
And they always run for that as well. Do yourself a favor and go see it, because this is like you do not. It's another one of those like, listen, when we had Suplex Mania out here in South Street, that was cool as shit. Not just for what the product we put on, but for the experience to see like, here's a ring in the middle of South Street.
Yeah.
Right.
This is another one of those things. Like, here's a ring in the middle of a mall with 3 stories of people like chanting. It's nuts. It's such a cool visual thing that you do have to experience it.
Yeah, could not agree more.
And if you're in the Philly area, it's not that far. It's not that far.
It's not that far.
It's an easy drive.
Well, look, speaking of not that far, obviously we were at the American Dream Mall, and right up the road, Newark, New Jersey,
28 minutes away.
was the Prudential Center, where they were having AEW Full Gear Saturday night. So we decided, of course, we had to go.
It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. And
Some of us couldn't hang.
Yeah.
I'll admit that. I had my kid with me
What,
the
he
whole
took
day.
both his kids home?
Yeah, I had
Gunky and
I took Gunky home. He didn't want to make his girlfriend mad, so he went home, and
Captain Gunky.
my
Did you
kid,
put a
my
gunk in the trunk?
kid's 9, man. He's not like.
I love that he was upset that Mick Foley wasn't going to hang out and walk around the mall with us.
Yeah,
That
I
is
thought he was
awesome.
hanging out,
That-
Dad.
Captain was like seriously upset about that.
He told me that's the whole reason he came,
because
so
he
we could
thought
walk
that-
around the mall with Mick Foley.
I mean,
And I was like, man, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, man.
that's awesome.
That was an extra
But yeah,
grand.
so you guys got
Out
to
of the budget.
go to Full Gear.
Yeah,
That's so awesome, and I heard the seats were nice and comfy.
they were.
Yeah,
They had
the
a nice
box
little
seats,
box
at the
seats.
Prudential Center.
Must
Yeah.
be nice.
Nice ballroom, spread them legs.
Yeah.
And we got to see the pay-per-view, and we got there in time for the 0 hour, which,
Unfortunately,
here's the thing. Heck, you're crazy. Unfortunately, this match was incredible.
Big Show brought out the Rizzler. So I have no idea about the whole thing.
The
Rizzler
Costco
and
verse.
all
The
that
Costco
stuff.
verse.
I thought the Rizzler was a grown man. Then I thought he was a midget.
Oh, I thought like,
He
like
came
an
out with
Andy
Big Show.
Milanakis situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like Big Show comes out with him, and I'm like, oh, he's a little person. No, I didn't
He's
know
like
it was
8.
a little child.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
he's-
can I just say something that... Okay. The Rizzler coming out easily got the most pop of the night.
Well,
I am not... And that is not an
We
exaggeration.
had these little
Not
kids next to
exaggeration.
us in like the
Yo,
next
they were
like little
going nuts, bro.
I guess box
Yeah.
seat area. Oh, these kids were going crazy for them.
well, I don't know if you saw this, but someone put a list of the top wrestling moments on social media
Yeah.
in 2024. The number 1 thing is Joe Hendry coming to NXT. It was like 18 point something million.
Mm-hmm.
The number 2 was Undertaker at WrestleMania 40,
And
11.3
then
million.
the Rizzler.
And number 3 was the Rizzler at
The
10.8
Rizzler made
million
his
views.
AEW debut.
That is the biggest pop
Not AJ,
in
not the guy wrestling.
AEW
The
history.
Rizzler.
That's
who
the
was
biggest pop in
guest
AEW history?
bell-
At
he was
this
the
point,
guest
is it
bell
not?
man.
It's insane, and this goes to show you that the Rizzler, the Costco guys, they're McDonald's, right? What's
No, they're
what's
Costco.
bigger than McDonald's? McDonald's is everywhere, right? It's everyone knows it. Everyone's talking about it. It's on your tip of everyone's tongue constantly all the time. It's there. It's omnipresent. Also, it's fucking terrible.
Not true.
And just because it served 1 billion people doesn't mean it's good. All right?
Not true.
There's a lot of things that are seen and heard by a lot of people that are garbage. And I'll start with like 90% of media in the world. You know what I mean?
We like start a beef with them. Like we're like the Sam's Club guys.
No, we can't.
I'll start a beef them right now. Like I'll fight AJ. I'll fight Big Justice.
Let me tell you something here, Woody. Let me tell you something here, Woody. First of all,
it'll be a shoot.
McDonald's is delicious, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, it is delicious.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, it's killing you.
Sure, totally. But it is delicious.
They do have the chicken Big Mac now.
There you go. The Rizzler coming out, and this match was incredible. It did get the most pop of the night. It got the most noise of the night, just all around. QT Marshall did try to intimidate the Rizzler.
Say his name correctly. It's
QT Marshall, which is like really weird.
Respect.
He tried to intimidate the Rizzler at one point, and the Big Show backed him down, which was great. And then at the end, also, I just want to say,
It's Paul White. Stop dead naming
I'm sorry.
people.
Yes,
Jesus
you're right.
Christ,
sorry.
man.
Well, it's Paul White. I just want to say this, and this is a total shoot. For what I thought Big AJ was going to deliver in ring, he exceeded my expectations.
Listen, he was
with a broken foot.
With a broken freaking foot.
I will give him respect for doing the job with a broken foot. That's hard. Broken feet aren't. It's not the crazy thing to work with. I've done it before. It's not that crazy. I played a season of soccer with a broken foot. It's not that hard. But still, props to him. And he was a worker 20 years ago.
He was.
I'm glad he retained some of that knowledge.
Bro, he had the superplex, bro.
Yo, look.
Top rope superplex. I was like, yo, that's
You know
crazy.
why he did that? Because QT Marshall is a pro.
That's the key there.
He carried that match.
Let's give some
respect.
respect.
He did that.
Of course he did.
When you said his name, you didn't say it with respect. That's all I'm saying.
AJ would have killed your expectations. You know what I mean? Like
I'm just
a chicken
saying.
patty, whatever the hell they eat at Costco.
Chicken bake.
They would have got like -3 booms, like if not for QT Marshall carrying that match. And like, shout out to that guy for being such a pro, because like
AJ,
hey, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna take a L for Costco.
Oh, dude, QT Marshall is getting like a raise and shit. He had a big part to do with this, and it's the biggest thing AEW has ever done.
He brought the doom.
Like,
this was okay. I'm just saying, whatever, bro. That is true. You're totally correct. I'm just saying that. Look, I love the gimmick. Obviously, I did not think the match was actually going to deliver, and
you were surprised it wasn't garbage. And
yes,
cool.
yes.
I want all the smoke. I got a Sam's Club membership. Like, fuck them chicken patties,
chicken
bakes, whatever. That's
Double
how much
chunk chocolate
like.
cookie.
You know what? I want all the smoke.
Hey, I
got Captain to take on the Rizzler.
I'd be going to the Costco, and I didn't have a membership. I'll fuck around and get a $10 gift card, and be like, "Oh, someone gave me a gift card. I got to go in there." And then I go in there and I buy all my shit, and I don't use the gift card.
What about
just so the next time I just go back and get my gift card again?
Well, I just
take that, Costco.
I gotta go get me a chicken bake. You know,
there's a chicken bake is actually kind of garbage. Have you had it?
No, I've never had it.
No,
or the double chunk
it's really
chocolate cookie.
Double chocolate chunk cookie.
The hot dog. The hot dog is
solid.
solid. The slice of pizza for like $1.50 and a soda, or whatever, it's solid. I'll get a hot dog and a slice of pizza every time I go in there. But that chicken bake is fucking gross.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go get a chicken bake. Anyway, yeah, this was great.
Stop saying that.
And the best, I think, one of my favorite parts at the very end. Big Justice had the run in and speared QT Marshall to finish the match.
Right.
And then they all got up on the ropes, and the Rizzler came and got up on the ropes. And he's so small, he got stuck on the ropes, and they had to come get him down.
Big Justice was like a good friend, came and helped him.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't like that they support cheating, though. You know what I mean? They couldn't get a clean win, which is wild.
This
so
is
they're
why
heels now?
I forgot. You know what? I'm sorry that Big Justice didn't come in with the black hoodie out of the crowd and then get the win for him.
Later on, it was funny because I guess they were in.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
A couple booths down from us, and there was this guy next to us who was just that annoying fan that's yelling. And,
he
like,
was yelling just like the whole
cursing and
time.
shit.
Like, yeah.
And like Big Justice is like, stop cursing, watch your mouth. Like this like kid is like,
yeah,
yelling at
they
this
were
grown
yelling
man.
across the suites to each
Because
other.
he was like in the next suite.
And he took his shirt off, and Big Justice was like, "Put your shirt back on," or whatever. And then when we were leaving,
Roman
we were
was going to challenge him, but he bitched out.
I did. I was a little starstruck. I'm not gonna lie. We were walking out, and like they walked out of the booth, like or the suite box, like at the same time as we were. I was like, "Oh my god!"
You didn't at least give him like a boom? Wow, man, real starstruck. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know they were
And
so
Chris
big
was going
for
to
you.
say something because Chris came out the bathroom, and then like he got big time by this kid.
Yeah, they were like taking pictures of these kids. And I was like, I don't want to ask for a flick. Like, there's literal children, and I'm not going to be that guy to be like,
No,
man.
you got in a
Yeah,
lot
you
of
should've
trouble at
been
the
that
park
guy.
that one time you did that too.
Oh my god! Okay,
Taking pictures with random kids, man.
look
not a
outside.
good
Hey
look.
there,
okay.
lady. Can I
Okay,
take a picture
all
with
right,
your kid?
all right. Outside of the
I'll give you
big,
some candy and my puppies.
outside of the big AJ Costco guys match, the rest
Wait,
of
there
the
was more to the show?
I
They
know.
didn't just
It's
end it
honestly,
there?
it's hard to believe.
I want to say this real quick. If you are hating on the Costco guys being here, like you think that was bad for business, you're fucking stupid. This is one of the best things AEW has done because they got some shit out there as some casual viewers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone knows, dude. If you're a hardcore wrestling fan, you probably love AEW.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, I love wrestling. Like this is where wrestlers go to wrestle. They tell you that every show. It's such a huge part of their mantra.
Yeah.
This is
the
for
best
that.
wrestle.
Hey, do you want to see some dumb shit that isn't involved wrestling? Like, do you want to see some stuff that's like tangentially involved in wrestling?
Take playing
Then-
around with pop culture.
That's
Yeah.
what you got to do. That's
It's
the
like
whole.
what WWE's doing with Travis Scott. It's
It's
like
what
the same thing.
WWE's done forever.
Yeah.
That's
How are you
WrestleMania.
comparing those two?
No, I mean,
Well,
you know,
yeah, Travis Scott's not as big as the Rizzler, but like he
right,
will be one
exactly.
day if he keeps
if
it
he
up.
keeps working hard.
If
he
that
will.
kid keeps at it, he's gonna hit the Rizzler level.
Yeah, I hope for that kid. He's a hard worker. I want Cactus Jack and make it to Rizzler status.
I had to
one
hear
day.
Gunky all day. "Oh, about Black Panther."
Yeah, Black Panther.
I was like, all
Panther.
right.
Well, and also I heard he's coming back. He announced on social media that he's gonna
Who is?
Big AJ
Oh yeah,
He's coming
is he
back
bringing the
to
Rizzler?
AEW. I'm
Really?
not sure.
When?
I don't know.
I'm just kidding. I don't give a fuck, man.
I heard that it's Kenny Omega. So
Yeah, that's next.
yeah.
The Rizzler versus Diverticulitis.
I mean, Kenny Omega did fight
Okay,
a
all
dummy
right.
and nobody.
So there you go.
I
It
tell you
made
what
it
though,
look good, so,
dude, Kenny
you know.
Omega could have a match with the Rizzler, and it would be a good match. That's how good at wrestling Kenny Omega is.
You're right.
I've
You
seen him.
are
I've seen him
correct.
He's
wrestle a
wrestled
blow
a
up doll.
child.
Yeah, a
He wrestled
child,
a child.
a broom.
It's true. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, look. Speaking of really good matches,
You want to talk about people that can make a broom look good?
yeah.
These motherfuckers.
Yeah. Will
Ospreay
Ospreay
and
versus
Fletcher.
Kyle Fletcher.
Oh.
yeah.
They really like catapulted Fletcher to like.
Yeah, you want to put this guy at the top of the card
Yeah.
so fast.
Yeah.
This at this like you want aura status whatever he has after this. It is there.
Yeah.
And
Go ahead.
these guys only put on a 24-minute match.
Really?
That
It feels
match.
like it felt.
That match.
Not like
These
that.
guys could go. Give them an hour, and watch what they do. You know what I mean? Like. The 24 was short for what this style of wrestling they can do.
Yeah, and it wasn't super flippy dippy. Like it was just a good match. I mean, we got a pile driver onto the steps.
That tombstone off the apron onto the steps is
And then
wild.
and then onto the turnbuckle
Yeah,
at
the
the
brain
end. That was like how they
buster
finished it.
on
That
the
was
turnbuckle.
insane.
Well, 'cause it started
I was
with-
like,
it's-
he just killed Ospreay. He just
It started
murdered him.
with the tombstone to the steps, and then you just worked the head, worked
Yeah.
the head, worked the
Just-
head
yup.
to the brainbuster. So once again, it made sense. They told the story correctly.
These guys knew each other. They knew each other how they wrestled. So you see some counters, dodges.
The no cells kind of worked in the time.
Yeah.
You know, this was the way. If you're not a fan of that Ricochet Ospreay style wrestling, watch this match because this match is the one that did it right.
Yeah.
This was the true where it's hard hitting. It made sense the way they leveled things up over time.
told
Yeah,
a
it
story in
ramped
the
up
ring.
very well. And like I will say, I don't remember who it was. It might have been JA, who was like, "I hate that gimmick where they all do a move and then they do moves to each other and then like it really
That's me.
quickly." Was it you? That one segment. See, I love that.
When it's
I
done
thought
right,
that was
though,
awesome, and
when
I thought they
it's
did a
done
really
right,
good job.
It's cool.
I think
thought
that's
they
the
did
important thing.
A
You gotta
really
do it
good
right.
job,
You just
and
can't
then
do it
like
all the time.
because I thought that was how it was gonna end, like with that segment where they all were like he flipped and then he countered and then he threw him over and then you know what I mean? Like that was really really good, like that chain wrestling. I guess that's what you call it.
Yeah.
but then obviously the brutality to end it. Because I thought it was going to be like, I thought Ospreay was going to go over, and he was going to like fight back after getting like beat down by the new like
face overcoming the odds.
Yes, because Kyle Fletcher's like this new enemy who's like super power.
Kyle Fletcher's going to screw him with a screwdriver.
Exactly. But no, I was totally wrong, and it was like a total brutal like finisher ending. So.
And Fletcher's like giving you like bald Randy Orton vibes right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
with like the brutality and the bald and the black trunks, and like it's a good look for him. It makes him like legitimately a scary dude.
He looks like starting to look like a star. Like they call him a proto star. Like his ring entrance gear, like it's good looking gear. 'Cause to me, that's a big part. Like your gear, like also, you got to look like a star.
The story of that. The story behind that, where he's like, I wanted to come in and be the next big wrestler, and they called me the next you.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like that. If that doesn't tell you why this man has to hate Ospreay right there, like that one sentence, you're like, I'm trying to be my own wrestler, and the only thing I'm ever called is maybe the next you.
Yeah.
Then like, after all the brutality, they go in the back and they like hug and like. I'm so proud of you. You did a good job. I'm glad you're getting over. Like, you're going to come to that family's house for Thanksgiving?
Are you breaking kayfabe right now? Dude, those guys hate each other.
Yeah, they hate each other.
They hate each other.
I don't know what Heck's talking about. Yeah, no, this was the match. Like, you said it. You were like, night. That is what I'm waiting to see. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Yeah. And
I can't imagine I can't imagine these guys wrestling and not putting on a 5-star match.
Yeah. I've always liked Fletcher. Even everybody said he's like, you know what I mean, like that Timu Will Ospreay. Like, nah, he showed improved.
Well, that's what I'm
like now. Like I hear people like, yo, I'm a fan of Kyle Fletcher now.
And remember, you can get some good shit off of Timu occasionally. Like they're not all hits, but sometimes
I got this blanket that's a tortilla. It's like a giant circle.
Yeah, tortilla blanket.
Oh, it's sick. But no, like that I think is like what this match did for him. Like, oh, you're the Timu Will Ospreay. You're just like another guy who wrestles like Will Ospreay. You're like whatever. Like he's like,
Kyle Fletcher.
Now you're Kyle Fletcher.
I'm my own person. I'm my
Fletcher.
own wrestler, and now he's like gotten over in this point where now he's gonna they're gonna run this back. I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Eventually, Will Ospreay will get the dub, but he
might
be on.
Give him an hour. Give him an Iron Man.
Put him on the shelf for a little bit now. You know what I mean? Right, yeah. What he said,
that's what I'm saying.
It's going to be a match with a stipulation to it now.
I could see this going to like a long-term storytelling where, because that's the other thing. They sold him like getting brutalized like so well. Like they had he laid in the ring like for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I thought he was just like.
Yeah, they carried him.
Dead.
They almost like carried him out. They could sell this where it's like, he's
other guy from United.
Mark Davis.
Yeah, Mark Davis.
Yeah. Like, they could sell this as him being like, oh, dude, he has to, like, take some time. Like, he got messed up. And then he comes back, and then they have it.
He already came in with, like, the
exactly,
tape all on him.
Yeah. And then they sell this as, he comes back, oh, I challenge you at All In.
Right.
Insert pay-per-view.
They think they just...
Insert huge pay-per-view. But
on the Bobby.
On the
But it's cool when we get some
AEW's on the
Don Callis family, and then you know what I mean, like Ospreay brings in Mark. Hobbs was riding with him just because he was going against. So you can get kind of like the two, you know what I mean, factions kind of go, and then there's some stories there that can
Mark Davis will be there just because like they needed a fourth person.
Yeah.
Dude,
he'd still have to fight anybody.
Yeah, he feels like such a throw-in. It's wild. There's a few other matches I know we wanted to bring up. We're not going to go over the whole card here, but we wanted to talk a little about Swerve and Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
Swerve's entrance really, I think, was them trying to establish, like, hey, guys, this guy is somebody.
Yeah.
Right, because
despite what made you...
from when he really got that push.
Yeah, despite what you may see in a few minutes when the entrances are done.
Despite what you may see in a few minutes.
Please remember this entrance. Remember, like, we're not going to waste this on
back.
nobody.
Yeah, to 5 minutes ago.
And then, of course, we get Bobby Lashley's first match there, and it's pretty squashy. Pretty squashy.
It was pretty squashy.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about it in the car on the ride back, JA and all, like, they should have kept it kind of going with Shelton Benjamin and, like, maybe this was him and Shelton and throw it on, like, a banger match. And then, like, this is where Bobby debuted. You know what I mean? Like, it just felt like too soon, too fast. You know what I mean? And I get it because we were talking about Mercedes, Sasha Banks, whatever.
When they signed her and there was just, like,
and then she's like, and then she's like fighting like the mid card. Like they paid so much money for her,
and he's been signed for a while too.
Yeah,
but like they didn't even like debut him for a while.
Like I would have held him for a while to. You kind of prolong the story and drag it out.
He's
you know
smooth.
what I mean? Because like Shelton Benjamin and Swerve could have threw on. They put a decent match, but like they really didn't have the stage and platform to like really do something. But it was just to hurry up and get Bobby into the picture.
Do you think they should run more alopecia gimmicks with him, where like he can get out of submission holds easily because
just
he's so smooth?
It's all slippery.
Yeah, just dude's hard to hold down. I tried to pin him in like a wet bar of soap.
So like they just like push sweat into his eyes.
Oh yeah, he's constantly wiping his eyes. There's not enough alopecia gimmicks. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's how you bring awareness.
No, you're totally right about that.
Think of what he could do for alopecia awareness.
Right.
Him and Jada Pinkett. Somebody getting smacked.
Yeah, but I was about to say, Will's about to come in here and get you.
Right. Well, imagine Will Smith came in and just smacked him.
He does a run-in.
Why? Should we talk about a couple bald bitches?
Name out your mouth.
Yeah. But yeah, that was
so I guess they got to
confusing a little
run
bit.
that back.
They will, I think.
Oh, that's not the end of that.
Yeah, because
then they beat up Nana afterwards.
Yeah.
It's uncalled
so
for.
you say what they're gonna Sean Too Smooth's gonna be have Nana's crown on.
Yeah, he's gonna go backstage again, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, wear this headdress," and he's like, "Oh, cool, man! You guys, thanks for keep giving me stuff."
Yeah, you guys keep giving me clothes.
Is there a catch to this or no? Just mine to keep.
MVP just in.
Yeah, turn around. He's like, "Oh shit!
Yeah.
Where'd you get that hat?"
Yeah.
They just beat up Sean again.
I know.
And man, when they were like, they beat up Nana, I was just, why they gotta do that though? I don't. He didn't deserve that.
Yeah, he's just trying to sell coffee.
Yeah, he's just doing his thing.
He's trying to smoke some weed and dance.
Yeah.
We also had Moxley and Orange Cassidy as the big headline match there, which surprise, there was some color in that match.
AEW.
Yeah,
Wait,
a Moxley match had some.
You're telling me
blood.
they bled?
That's crazy. I know.
That is crazy.
Did Orange Cassidy bleed orange juice?
Can I tell you it was a fun story?
Cold free.
Freshly squeezed.
We had a fun story at Johnny Brenda's. They had that match on. I was talking to one of the bartenders there. Orange Cassidy
walks in.
He's a regular there.
Yeah.
He's a regular there. So the bartenders are like, "Oh, hey guys, like busy Saturday night, bar full of people." He's like, "Hey guys, everyone, that's our friend. That's our friend up there. He's wrestling." And random people who like don't watch wrestling, don't know what the hell's going on. We're just like, "What?" They're like, "No, he lives down the street. He's our buddy. He's gonna come in some other time. You'll see him sometime here, but he's our buddy." And then John Moxley started beating the shit out of him and drawing blood. And there was like 50, 20-something-year-old non-wrestling fans that were just like, "Oh my God, is your friend okay?"
That's awesome.
And they were like, "I thought this wasn't supposed to be real. This looks like it's real." They were like, "Yes. You know what? So little by little, man, we're converting them.
Yeah.
We're converting you guys. It's,
And I mean, like we were talking earlier, like it's cool to see, but I feel like the AEW versus the Elite thing like tainted this like storyline by like being so shitty before.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
like
like
Like now that this is kind of good.
this is a good gimmick. That was a
Yeah.
bad gimmick.
Yeah, they're doing the same thing,
But then it just, like,
taints
feels
it
like
'cause it was
rinse
not
and
that good
repeat.
before.
But like you have to do a lot of times with wrestling, just like fucking MIB, flash yourself in the eyes, whoop, wipe that, and remember this
Yeah.
now. Let's go on. Let's get on. This is what's happening now. And this is
This
awesome.
never happened. Put this
AEW
in
versus
the box
Death
with the
Riders.
devil mask.
Yeah, exactly. The AEW versus Death Riders they're trying to make it their NWO versus WCW
Yeah.
in the good time. You know, like
Yeah.
you got Sting from one. Now you have Darby Allin for this one, and there's some good connections being drawn here, and that shit was an amazing story at the
Right,
time.
he's trying to see like we're not cool, but the enemy of my enemy kind of thing going on.
Like
Like
if-
Hangman Page came out,
Yeah.
hobbled out. Like,
Both still selling their
Right,
match.
right.
Jay
Yeah.
White and Hangman both like hobbling out.
to after they had a match, and then hobbling out to like not together, but like both for the same end
on the same side.
Right.
Yeah.
And also they had a banger of a match.
Yeah.
That's another. I know we're not gonna get into every match, but that match was also.
Yeah, that match.
Jay White is. Give him 6 months
sick.
till he's and put a belt on him in the next.
They
6 months.
should, because when they first brought him in, it was a big thing,
Right.
and then
Cool off.
That's
cooled
they
off.
got a lot
And
of
then like
people.
for a while there, what's Tony Storm's husband?
Oh, I always forget this.
Why can't I think of his name? In the Bang Bang Gang,
Stan Hansen.
Juice Robinson.
Juice Robinson. Yeah. Like he was outshining him
Crazy.
for a while. Like I felt
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like outshining
Well, he
Jay
had
White,
that-
who was supposed to be like the biggest signing.
But he had that shit with MJF that just kind of like
Right.
happened, and
He looks like that guy.
looks like the honeycomb.
The honeycomb.
Yeah, the honeycombs guy. So that helps.
Yeah, that's a big. Everyone's always like, "Oh, I love honeycombs."
I mean,
You know?
A man looks like a straight up Muppet. Like somebody sticks his hand
yeah,
up
like
his ass and
animal
like,
from
controls
the Muppets.
him. Right. And he's playing the drums.
Yeah.
It's like what happens if you gave like a Pomeranian cocaine.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Or you just give Darby
Again.
Allin cocaine and he just drives into, T-bones the car on their way out.
That shit was awesome. Like that's the kind of like the little shit where you're like, that was really fun. That was
People
a
are
really
like,
cool
who
finish.
was in the car? I'm like, did you not see the car? It's like skulls and shit on it. I'm like,
yeah.
who was it?
It's
It
like all
could have been
spray painted
anybody.
up. Who could it
right,
be?
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was
God,
Mina
Darby
driving. Like,
right. Yeah.
who the hell do you think? You know what I mean? But it's funny because when he tried to like hop on the hood, he like tried to step on a bumper to get up, and it just like the bumper just fell off, and he just like stumbled.
Yeah, you did
as
just-
like the Death Riders just stole somebody else's like SUV and just rolled out. I was like, the hell.
Well,
we
if
did
you-
get Willow back too, BT Dubs.
Yeah, Willow was a huge pop for Willow too.
Yeah.
That was good. That's good to know she's on Team AEW. She's the forever good guy.
Yeah.
And then after that, they posted a video of her on the Rizzler.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
was
see
teaching
that.
her how to do the Riz
Was
face.
the Riz? He was rizzing her up.
Yeah, she was like, "Is this how you do it?" And he was like, "For those at home, I just did the Riz face."
Wait, what is it?
Give him a good one right in the camera. Look right in the camera. Oh yeah, and there's the thumbnail for today.
Yeah,
Right.
We're
Riz
good to
face.
go.
For the people at home, I just executed the perfect Riz face.
Yeah, he rizzed all over someone's face or something.
Oh wow. But yeah, I don't know. The ending,
You didn't like it?
No, yeah.
it was okay. It feels like and listen, it's like WrestleMania 40, right? It was cool, but it feels like they're doing like that Avengers gimmick where it's like all these
Avengers
dudes come
assemble.
out. You know what I mean? Like
I disagree because the Avengers gimmick, the WrestleMania 40 gimmick is very much like, all right, team, we got to beat these guys. And here it is, and here it is. We beat them. We beat the bad guys. Good guys win. Huzzah. This was just like,
Huzzah!
this was chaos.
yeah.
This was holy shit. These guys are going to kill Orange Cassidy.
You're right.
The same way they killed Daniel Bryan. You know what I mean? And then like
Plastic bag came out.
someone's like, okay, well, wait, stop. Don't kill him. And then like, well, fuck. Now
It's a
don't
bag
kill
of
me.
oranges.
Now someone else come out. Like, you got to do that because if these guys are really trying to run roughshod over the whole like card and everyone's afraid of them and everyone can get their ass whooped at any point in time, it makes sense that like eventually like I know we're not friends, but I don't want to die.
Yeah.
You don't want to die.
'Cause
Let's go out there.
Even Christian Cage came out, right?
Yeah.
yeah, but he
Yeah.
was talking
Trying to
about
get
like
his little
maybe
contract.
maybe cashing in.
Yeah.
Which I like. He's like, I'm not really here to help.
Right.
But I'm here.
I'm here because it's good for me, maybe.
No, I guess that makes sense. Like when you put it like that, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, your opinion's wrong.
Conglomeration.
Yeah.
The word of the day is conglomeration. And the conglomeration is going to come for you, Death Riders.
Yeah, it was they helped, because there was a numbers game. The conglomeration kind of helped break the numbers game.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good finish. I thought it was a good card.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good pay-per-view. I don't think AEW does bad pay-per-views, and this one was right up there with.
No, it was a decent period. There was a few, though.
There were
like,
a few sleeper matches. I
I know
It's just like tough,
We would-
man. It's a long
the
long
Mercedes
card.
to us. Was,
in
Yeah.
there
Kinda
being
fell
in
flat.
the building. Yeah,
I
it
think
kinda
you guys
fell
are
flat.
wild.
yeah.
I think that was a really good match.
The Jack Perry, Daniel Garcia.
I can't believe
That
they
was
stole.
that was
the-
okay.
I
That
can't
was
believe
okay.
they
That was
stole
decent.
the belt from my boy.
It
That was
okay.
decent.
Daniel Garcia can't make a belt.
I
What
know
if
that
Dan
is-
Garcia like
he's gonna
afterwards
have
was
to
like
make
chilling
some
with West Side Gun and they're just like fucking celebrating and like partying and shit. Like,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
That's why.
Shout out to
That's
West Side. He was ringside.
That makes sense. That's the only way he could win the belt. He had connections. Kind of like that. He was pulling strings.
Isn't that literally Jack Perry's whole gimmick, though?
No.
Is that he's the
Nepotism.
son
He's
of
the
Nick Perry,
scapegoat.
Luke Perry?
He's the scapegoat.
Okay.
His dad's dead, man. Get over it. Move on.
I guess that's fair.
To the other side of the wrestling cinematic universe.
Stole the words right out of my mouth. The other side of the wrestling cinematic universe, we've got, speaking of pay-per-views, a huge pay-per-view coming up this weekend. Survivor Series is finally here.
One of the big four.
One of the big four. We're going to talk through this card a little bit.
I think the
here.
smallest of the big four, though, nowadays.
Is it, you think?
Yeah. It's
SummerSlam,
Rumble.
WrestleMania, Survivor
the
Series.
Rumble.
Yeah,
I forgot
Rumble.
about that.
It's, yeah, Mania, Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series.
I guess you're
Yeah.
right. I guess you're right. But last year, what an exciting Survivor Series for most people, besides you, Woody.
Well, I barely remember last year.
Okay.
I was in a haze.
I forgot you were all sick, and then
I watched
you fell
it
asleep.
on my phone whilst vomiting in my bathroom
yeah, I forgot about that.
because I'm a true believer. I wasn't gonna not watch it,
And then you weren't there for it.
and then I fell asleep.
Well,
Well, you can watch this on WWE Films 24/7 backstage. CM Punk, watch CM Punk break kayfabe and talk to Triple H before he comes out for this thing. They keep fucking posting that so much. And I was
Randy Orton. No, they keep posting the Randy Orton.
The Randy
clip.
Orton
He's
one.
like, bro, you couldn't
give me
even
10
give me
minutes?
10 minutes. Of
Couldn't
my
let me enjoy
time.
my return?
it was so cool, and I loved how much people hate it, how much people loved it, and that was awesome. And then you do this, and it's stupid. It's stupid. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You got to
WWE.
take that up with Paul.
Okay. Give me his number.
Okay.
Get him on the line. I'll
Look,
wait.
We're gonna
I
run
got you.
through. We're
Forward it
gonna.
over to you.
Yeah, me too. We're gonna run through these matches. We'll do a couple predictions here. First up, the WWE United States Championship match. This was announced Monday. LA Knight versus Shinsuke. What do you guys think?
Well, if Shinsuke wins, I believe he gets citizenship. Because if you're a U.S. champion, you get automatic citizenship. That's how you become a dual citizen.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He loves like surfing in Florida. Apparently.
Yeah, he's
Really?
Yeah. He loves like surfing. I swear I keep seeing a few places because like
Interesting.
people are like, oh, like he's not being used as much. He's gonna like leave and like apparently he like loves his schedule. He loves hanging out, surfing, and like.
Do you
just
imagine
chilling.
that he has a wetsuit that's just like his leather
ring
suit
gear.
that he
Like
used
the
to
ring
wear?
Yeah. It still has like the flared pants on the bottom.
It's unzipped like
Yeah,
way
yeah.
too
like the
low.
deep V, all to his belly button.
Man, the deep. He's rocking like that Freddie Mercury deep V. I love that. for
Yeah, I
him.
like that.
I mean, he definitely looks
yeah.
like Anakin Skywalker. You
With
know?
the new
The
look.
Yeah,
Dark
he looks like he
Jedi.
Totally.
hates sand.
Yeah.
That is your Star Wars
So who
deep
you
cut for the
think
night, guys.
is taking that?
I tell you what, I'm like I got no reason to think one way or another right now. Shinsuke's back. It's a really cool paw for him, and they need to do something with him. Give it to Shinsuke. Give it to Shinsuke.
Yeah.
LA Knight's good on the chase. He's good on
Yeah.
the mic. He can get into like 5 other angles right now with other people and still work it. I like him as champ. I don't think people need to have long runs right now.
Mhm.
Give Shinsuke the U.S. championship and see what he does with it.
I agree. Totally agree with you.
Let's build another face coming after him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go LA Knight. I'll be the odd man out on this.
contrarian.
I would like to see Shinsuke. I do think he deserves it. I just think there wasn't enough like kind of build up. Like he just came back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Give me a little
Ooh,
something more.
Maybe
LA
LA Knight gets this one and we can go further down.
Yeah, this
Push
just kind
the
of keeps
storyline
it
further
going.
on.
Nice
Yeah.
I don't
little
mind that.
rivalry. Yeah, that'd
But
be
you know,
good.
I also don't mind doing the other way. Like with Shinsuke winning and then let's
Yeah,
keep the
then he's in
storyline
the
going.
chase.
Yeah.
So they have that LA Knight chase him for a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome at this is I don't think there's a wrong answer.
No.
Yeah, either way, I'd be cool with them. Whoever wins having the belt.
I'm pumped for Shinsuke to be back, and if give him a belt or we give him chasing a belt, cool.
Come on.
Yeah.
And then just
Next
spits
up.
in your face.
Yeah.
Ooh, you like that, don't you?
Give him that
You like being spit in the face.
Whoa.
Shinsuke Hakatuma,
Hakutua.
Hakutumura.
Shinsuke
Shinsuke
Hakutumura. There you go.
Nakamura.
Next up, the Intercontinental Championship Triple Threat. Braun Breaker, Sheamus, and Ludwig Kaiser.
I always kind of have a beef with storylines that have this kind of gimmick, where like, Okay. So their match was interrupted, or Sheamus' match was interrupted. So he comes to interrupt this match. And so, you just showed me? The two wrongs make a right. It's a bad lesson to the kids out there that if, like, you fuck with me, I'll beat you up for no reason, and I'll get what I want out of that.
And we'll be awarded with the,
Yeah. Like, I don't know if you were like Adam Pearce, when he's just like, hey, you guys want to fight? Then it's a triple threat match for the championship. Like, do you guys want to fight? Well, figure your shit out. And then when you're done fighting, we can get back to work.
The triple threats always make me
this is a wrestling show.
Nervous and
they
like,
have to wrestle.
Because the champ, it always feels like a safe way to protect the current champ, like to lose but not look bad in the loss. Or so like if Sheamus pinned Ludwig, like Braun didn't, you know what I mean? Like he didn't lose, you know what I mean? He just didn't win.
Right? Yeah. No.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like so like I feel like it's always like a cheap way if they want to move the belt around.
I don't want to move that belt yet, though.
Yeah, right, exactly. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and I don't think
Ludwig Kaiser, he's just a good, you know what I mean, dependable. To me, it's always that mid card kind of.
Well, but
Sheamus is a goat.
But Sheamus needs the IC belt to become a Grand Slam champion. That is that. I forgot that was that storyline a long time ago.
Sheamus pins Ludwig.
Sheamus pins Ludwig to get the Grand Slam.
He swings his shillelagh around, and
if Sheamus wins the belt, then LA Knights retaining.
Yeah, that's true.
We're not getting two changes on those belts.
Yeah. On the mid card.
Only one of those belts are changing hands.
Yeah.
I feel like if they give it to Sheamus, they're really selling this whole like, we're rewarding everyone who's been a company man and held it down for so long. You know what I mean? Like, they've already done this, like twice this year. They did it. They gave Miz and R-Truth the tag team titles. They give Jey Uso the Intercontinental belt. You know what I mean? Like
you didn't earn
which
it,
is fine.
But like you earned it.
Yeah, exactly. You earned it like long term.
Like when they give like Scorsese an award for The Irishman or whatever, and you're like,
yeah.
That you didn't earn it for that, but like you had a good body of work,
put the work
you
in.
get it.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
Yeah,
I mean,
fine,
and they've seen that. You know, I mean, you can take the belt off Braun, and people are still going to be behind him and get to him.
Fuck yeah, Braun's
so
amazing.
It could even be like another
incredible.
Short run, very Attitude Era-esque, where you know what I mean, like short runs, belts ping ponging around.
Do you guys think the Braun should get more tan? No.
Because
how close is he to going like accidental blackface? He's getting he's getting there.
He's getting.
I mean, yeah, he's definitely bypassed Adam Cole because like Adam Cole's been super doing the same.
He's
almost
jaundiced
like looking jaundiced.
Yeah, he's yellow.
But you can tell he puts his hands in his pocket because his hands were like super white, or he's holding the tanning gun with the hands
during the tan. He's like,
yeah.
Well, one thing I know that Braun Breaker should definitely do is get the chainmail.
The chainmail?
Yeah.
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 At some point.
I tell you what, I'm going to pick Sheamus.
Or the headgear.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Sheamus.
And
I'm going to switch my first pick back to LA Knight. I'm going to go LA Knight and Sheamus.
Copycat.
No, because I said it.
You see the...
Yeah, only one of them can change hands.
I think Sheamus gets it. Gives in his moment. You know what I mean? Like you said, giving these guys that have been putting the time in. They're flowers.
Damn, you know what?
Yeah,
Bella, I'm going to do the same thing as you, Woody, because you're right. Yeah, otherwise, it would be crazy if they every belt.
Watch it go completely how you.
Unless it's every belt is changing hands.
Wins and
unless every belt is
Kaiser
changing
wins.
hands. But
that would be crazy for Ludwig to get a win here.
Yeah.
If Ludwig wins,
sneaks out a win.
Gunther's old belt. He's got that like. Yeah, that would be, especially if Gunther loses his
the way
belt.
Gunther's been like checking him and shit lately. Like, you don't talk for me, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a man too.
Speaking of Gunther.
Speaking of Gunther.
Gunther.
World Heavyweight Championship match: Gunther versus Damian Priest.
Gunther, would you like a little more streusel?
That's like the kid from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
He's like, I am covered in chocolate. What is this? The second time they've done this?
They made bratwurst out of him, right? On that Halloween episode. Yeah. That's a classic.
That is a classic.
Treehouse of Horror.
Treehouse of Horror. This is the second time Gunther, Damian Priest.
That's what he called my place, my uncle's place too, back in the day. It was. Oh, never mind. I don't want to talk about it, guys.
I'm trying to.
Wow.
Gunther and Damian.
It got real dark.
Yeah, like
Treehouse of Horror.
Gunther versus Damian Priest. I ask again, what is this? The second time they've done
I
this
don't
match?
know with this one because like they're really trying to keep Damian Priest looking and feeling like a top level kind of talent, and ever since Gunther lost to Cody, like he seems like not his like cocky, confident, like sure self. But I could see this going either way. I could see it, you know what I mean? Him getting that like confidence back and just overpowering him. But like, I'm gonna go Damian Priest.
So
Poppy Power.
So
they're
Damian,
gonna make those masks and try to make money off it.
Damian Priest is out here trying to show Gunther that there's a reason that there's sidewalks, you know, because these streets ain't for everybody.
I saw this on a TikTok like 2 days ago.
And he is, you know, something else does exist in the world, and I pull from pop culture and give it to the people who may not know these things. So I try to keep it relevant here.
I know. That's why I do this.
That's why. Booms.
Yeah.
Boom.
Please just don't actually do. Just say 5 booms. Just say 5 booms. Don't
You know
actually
that
do
I
5
said that.
booms.
You know what? If I had to critique them on one thing, I think that they don't have to do the 5 booms every time. They could just say 5 booms.
If I had to critique them on one thing,
Okay,
I
all right.
would fucking have an aneurysm because I want to critique them on 100.
I shouldn't have even said anything. Anyway, continue. The streets ain't for everybody. Yeah.
Damian Priest is doing such a good job just whooping his ass in promo battles, whooping his ass physically. You know, Razor's Edge through the table last night. By last night, I mean Monday night, forever ago. Just felt like last night because it's so relevant.
Right, yeah.
And that's exactly why Gunther's going to win.
Yeah.
They're building up Damian to make him, because right now, guess what? If you just told me like a month ago, and Damian has another chance at Gunther, you're like, oh, Gunther wins.
Yeah.
He already did this. We did this, guys.
Yeah.
He's not good enough to beat him. We figured that out. So give us a reason why he is, so we make Gunther's win not so obvious, because that is the only downside so far to Gunther's reign as IC and world champion, is that some of his wins are kind of like, well, Gunther's winning this one.
Right. You just kind of call it.
Yeah, you're just like, is he going to win by powerbomb, splash, or choke him out? Yeah.
Right.
Gunky's top 5 finisher
Top
of all
5
time.
finisher of all time. Sleeper hold. Classic.
Damian Priest. Teammate Poppy.
Listen,
take
man,
it easy.
You have to say that. I understand that, and I appreciate you backing your people. But in realism, the same way I have to say this, Gunther's going to win. Because Eastern Europeans, we got to stick together.
Wow.
Yeah, well, listen.
Thought we were beyond that.
Yeah, I got Damian Priest too. I think that the guy's just...
Especially he comes out in like the
champ.
mask.
Yeah.
Like...
He's more of a... And he's like more of a champ to me than Gunther is. In my opinion.
But he's a street king.
Right.
What
What happens when a
streets
street
ain't
king
for
beats a ring general?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's
What's a king
it's
to a
what
general?
they call good TV. Exactly. What's a king
what's
to
a
a
god to a non-believer.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Don't believe in anything.
Next up, the next 2 matches. This was our question of the week.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah. And
Brr.
the reviews have been... Yeah, this is our question of the week. We're going to keep doing these. So make sure you guys always stay tuned into our Instagram. And if you come in the shop, it'll always be up on the board.
Be willing to hop on camera.
Yeah. If you come in and you want to talk about it, make sure.
Hey, give us a good take about it. Don't just be like straight answer. You know what I mean? Like,
we love a good
John
take.
or Bob. Like, tell us why. You know what I mean? Like, give us
John
a little,
versus Bob.
little
That's
meat
gonna
on
be
the
a banger.
bone. And then you can end up, you know what I mean, getting clipped into the
Yeah,
YouTube or
you'll be on our
YouTube.
Instagram or
do
our
good
YouTube
enough, you can
stuff.
take Roman's spot on the podcast.
Yeah, if you deliver like a 20-minute soliloquy about why Team Rhea should win.
So let me talk to you.
Yeah, let me talk to you. You kind of promo.
In character, right?
Yeah. But I would
you
say...
just know that Turn Up Tommy's going to do that now.
Oh, God, yeah, he is.
It's 100%
Is he
going to
alive? I
happen.
haven't seen him in a while.
I haven't seen him in a while either. But for this first one, a lot of people saying Team Rhea is going to take it over Team Liv, and frankly, I agree.
Well, you're saying Team Rhea. We know that team exists of Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Io Sky, and Naomi. But they just lost Jade Cargill.
That's true.
And that's a big loss. Like, physically speaking, that's a
Yeah,
very
right,
big
for
loss.
sure.
That's a muscle mass loss. I love that this is the best way. The reason that the kayfabe is so amazing is like, shit, that sucks. She hurt herself. She's actually injured. But that's dumb. No one wants to be actually injured. Why don't we murder her? Why don't we throw her through a car and look like she's dead?
Right.
Yeah.
And like now you can write her off for a month or 6 months, however long it takes to come back from death.
Yeah, literal.
It's the best. Like it's when you're watching football and someone tears their ACL and you see them go on the cart and they have the towel over their head because they're fucking crying.
Yeah.
That's why they put the towel over their head. Not because they're a little bit sweaty.
Yeah.
Like that guy's bawling tears because that's his life. This got stolen from him, and now he may not make another contract, and it's terrible.
Yeah. Plus, he's in an incredible amount of pain.
What if instead Adrian Peterson, got hit by a car by the Packers linebacker?
They should do
that's way better.
No, they should kayfabe. Holy shit! In football, they should kayfabe injuries like that, and then like half of the they're going, by God, is that Adrian Peterson?
By God,
he's coming out of the tunnel.
Clay Matthews has killed Adrian Peterson. By God,
as God is my witness, Adrian Peterson is broken in half.
That man
That's
has
awesome.
a family.
I'm gonna call
Adrian
Roger
Peterson
Goodell
was a football player.
I was gonna say sports.
He was a running back who had an ACL injury that he came back from really quickly. It was an amazing
I'm
story.
gonna call Roger Goodell
wow.
as soon as we get off the horn
Yeah.
here.
Raj.
Raj, I got a great idea for you.
I'm a three-way with Paul right now. Let's get on a FaceTime.
Yeah.
This, I think, who do you guys have that? We are sure it's Bailey.
I mean,
it seems like
seems
it.
like it's
here
gonna
everywhere. At first, I was like, "Yo, what if this is how they bring back Charlotte?" Because I mean,
sick.
apparently she's cleared, and how else do you bring her back?
Have you heard that she? Because I also heard that she had a complication with surgery and could be longer. Once again, it's kayfabe, man. We can't believe anything.
Right,
Yeah, you can't,
until it
yeah.
happens.
Exactly.
I don't know. The problem with Team Rhea is everybody has their own kind of situations and issues. We're seeing kind of like NXT Bianca Belair, where like she's a little spicier. You know what I mean? Like she's like beefing with like Rhea, talking shit. So like
there's a lot of like a lot.
right,
know?
yeah, you know what I mean?
Like
Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like
There was like the like they snap the nails back. I don't have nails, but like that. Shah. And, I love the attitude she gives.
so like
It's like the edge she needs to her character.
that's
Adam
why
Cooper.
I had Team Liv, obviously by nefarious means. I just want to say, shout out to Io Sky, who's been in every women's war game. She's like the queen of the war games.
Give me the
Yeah.
garbage can spot.
You're right.
That
You
right.
was
know
so
the garbage
good.
can spot's gonna happen.
Yeah, that was awesome.
They're just gonna be
But
like,
yeah,
hey,
that's
why
why
is
I
there a
had
garbage can on the
Team
top
Liv.
of the
Just one garbage can.
That's why I had Team Liv, just because
continuity?
I just feel like they will work together better.
Well, especially if you add Bailey into this mix. She has heat with Bianca. She has
Right.
heat with Io Sky. Basically, everyone has heat with Rhea Ripley because she's giving off heat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just like, I think it's like a little, it's just, the aura is giving off that heat. But even Naomi is like, they're friends, but like it always kind of feels like their friendship is tenuous.
Right,
Like,
right. We were like
anything-
waiting for her and Bailey to like turn on each other.
some falling
right,
out.
right.
Yeah.
So I think Bailey is the undoing of this team.
Okay.
I
Interesting.
think, but you may not even like directly, like indirectly. She does not help out
Right,
the way they
Io
wanted.
Sky pretty much kicked her out of Damage Control. Like her and Bianca. Yeah. I don't know. That's what I'm sticking with what I had. Team Liv.
All right.
They're just work together better. Like Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, like they've been kind of working together, even though they teased the the cash in here and there.
They can't do a cash in.
Right.
Just this is a real quick tip for everyone. A lot of people have been like, "Oh, what if
'Cause
Tiffany
Nia
cashes in?" You can't.
Live.
If she were to put the briefcase out there and cash in, that would make this match like same thing when Seth Rollins cashed in and it made the match a triple threat match.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't stop the current match to have a one-on-one match. If she cashed in, War Games would be for the title. So whoever won and pinned would get that. But it's a team-based thing. So then would it not be for a title? Would it be a 10-way match for the title?
Whoa,
Whoever
that would be
pins.
so
But War
sick.
Games matches doesn't start until all people are in.
Or
so
in
then
there.
It's just the legality of it.
After
the legality of it, yes.
Right,
after the match, she could cash in, but then you wouldn't want to do that because there's 9 other people in the ring.
Yeah, true. That is
well,
true.
I think if she cashed in after the match,
Yes.
It like if she was cashing in on Liv, it would just be her and Liv.
But they're saying there's
Yeah,
8
there's
other
all
people
the
that could
people
fuck that
that
up.
are
Fuck it
already.
up. Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
one of the worst case. Like, let's add more variables and me not to win.
Right.
Yeah.
This
And
is,
then
they tease us a little bit
Liv
with
and Raquel. That's what I mean. Like the heels, like they work together. Like Liv and Raquel, they get to be like Nia and Tiffany Stratton.
and
Candice
Candice
LeRae's
LeRae.
kind of been working with. Like, so I feel like they're gonna be more of a cohesive, like unit than the
Liv and
faces.
Raquel have a little heat with Nia, but like that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everyone has that with her because she's big. She takes up too much space. They're drawn to her like gravitational.
Like gravity.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Orbiting her.
Well, so heck, you got Team Liv. Woody, what's your official pick?
Team Liv.
Team Liv. Dude, let me tell you something. I'm taking Team Rhea all day. It doesn't matter who the other person is, if it's Bailey, if it's somebody else. Who cares? Rhea's getting her get back. This is her get back right now.
See, I want her to get her get back in a one-on-one. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I
put
think
them in,
she
like,
will.
A Hell in a Cell match. Or,
I
you know
think
what
she
mean?
will,
Something.
but this is the first step. Remember Liv Morgan's revenge tour? This is Rhea Ripley's revenge tour.
And then you still got Dom and Judgment
Totally.
Day that always, like, lingering around.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm just
she's not
saying.
the hero that the WWE needed, but she's the hero that
they
WWE
deserve.
deserves.
Exactly.
Yeah, she is.
Why are we
vengeance.
chasing him, Dad? Yeah, she's getting her. This is the start of her getting her get back, I believe. So yeah, I'm taking Team Rhea.
I hope she starts talking like that too.
What?
Where is she?
She's like, wait, but you have to do it like in an accent too. She's like,
Oh,
where
is
is she? Oh God, I can't. It's so hard to do. All right, finally, possibly. Well, not
Such
even
a
possibly.
thespian.
The most controversial
No,
match
she's
on the
married
card.
to Buddy Matthews.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Possibly the most controversial match on the card.
Ooh, controversy.
The OG Bloodline. Well, actually, let me read out the names because it's like not really the OG Bloodline. Roman Reigns, the Usos, Sami Zayn, and CM Punk versus the new Bloodline and Bronson Reed. I just want to get Woody's take on this before we get into our actual picks. What is your take on this situation with CM Punk and the new
I
with
know
the OG
you guys are
Bloodline?
sitting here. Oh my God, let's wait till he tears this apart.
People
Because
were.
Woody
Can I
hates
just
it.
say that people were texting me, saying, "Shout out to John Amendolia," texted me and said, "I cannot wait to hear Woody's take on this."
So first thing I will say on this is storyline wise, Paul Heyman calling up an old friend to help out another friend.
Yeah,
They made sense. Linearly, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
This feels like a combination of the Batman versus Superman movie, where you're like, let's just put the two biggest things on the same screen, it'll be great. And it was fucking garbage.
yeah.
It was absolute ass.
But what about the Snyder
And
cut?
then it's also a pick me try hard girl so hard right now is what I'm getting that vibes. It's like
CM Punk.
we want Roman Reigns to be a face so fucking bad, guys. We are literally gonna do anything. We will have CM Punk. You guys like CM Punk? You like him? We friends? You like him if I what if I put him on his team? Then will you like Roman? Will you like Roman? What put Sammy? Sammy's funny, right? We'll put him on the team too. We'll put the Usos back together, right? And then we'll put him on the team, right? And then you guys will like
by
him.
association.
You guys please like him. Please like him. We're
I think
really
that-
banking on you liking him.
I think you're underestimating people. I think people like him now.
I'm about to say, people like Roman Reigns.
I think like he's
you
a
just
face.
don't like Roman Reigns.
I think he's a face now. Like I just, generally speaking, I think he's a face now.
McDonald's had served 9 billion people, and they're still garbage. What the people like will never tell me it's the right thing.
But
generally speaking, the people are wrong, and the people are dumb. That's why they feed him the shit.
I don't know.
The people
I think
are not
people
the
like
one I'm going to listen to. I'm listening to this thing right
So
here.
you're speaking for just yourself.
I'm speaking for justice. I speak for what's right.
He's speaking the voice of the voiceless.
I'm the
Like
voice of
one-
the voiceless.
See him.
100% the voice of the voiceless. He's a fucking poser.
I don't know. I think that Roman's a face. I think that you're underestimating the people saying that he's a face.
Are millionaires voiceless? Is that why? Is that who CM Punk is speaking up for? That's so brave of him. That's so brave of him.
I think that
he cuts off the sleeves of his shirts because he's a working man. Bruce Springsteen.
He doesn't really do that gimmick anymore.
I was surprised that they didn't go with Seth with the Bronson Reed stuff, but. Me and Jay were talking in the car, and it just, like, some of his points made me think, like, what if it's for, yes, it makes sense, Paul Heyman called a favor, you know what I mean? Even though it was weird that he was dressed like Solo.
The Weeknd.
Yeah, the Weeknd. But what if it's, like, when we finally get that CM Punk, Seth Rollins kind of feud going full steam, like, this kind of plays back into it where it's like, yo, like, you bitched out, you know what I mean? Like, Bronson Reed was right there for you, and in a cell, like, you know what I mean? You could have went full balls to the wall, but you let your ego get in the way. You know what I mean? Your history, like, I don't really fuck with Roman like that either, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're a bitch. You let your ego get in the way so that you didn't get involved and take your shot at him. You manned out. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna play into something like that. Like, I definitely 1,000% will, like, clip this. I don't know, bookmark it, pin it, whatever. That when we finally get that CM Punk and Seth Rollins, like, this is going to be, like, brought up. Might not be, like, a huge point, but definitely.
I agree with you there. I actually think they might go even further with this because they got to make. Not only is Roman going to be a face, but they need him to be a sympathetic baby face, right? So how do you put the sympathy on him? Well, you have
He already has it.
No, he doesn't have sympathy right now. If you have sympathy for this asshole,
you like him.
You like him.
People
You don't
like
have
him.
sympathy for him.
It's not because of sympathy.
Dude was a dickhead for like 5 years and burned every bridge. Now he's like, I want my belt back. That's it.
Like,
that's
his
what
family
I want a spicy
bro.
necklace. No, he turned on his family. He's the asshole. He's the toxic cousin.
I guess you have a point there.
He get outside out of rehab and wants everyone to just give him his shit back. Too bad, man.
He just did a stay in rehab.
But you want to make him sympathetic, make CM Punk turn on him. Make CM Punk turn on with maybe it's the wise man's with Solo. Maybe he's working for The Rock the whole time, and that's why he's with Solo. And then you get the sympathy, and then who comes there to save him? But his
Lesnar.
His old buddy Seth Rollins, who, despite all of this, sees like, wow, my man just got screwed over, so now I'm gonna go save him, and we can sing my song, and you can sing for Roman. He's a good guy.
I don't think that's
because if Seth turns around and says, you know what, he's a good guy, then that's how you get the sympathy for him, and then you got your CM Punk and Seth set up.
Even if we got Seth in it, I felt like I thought Seth was going to screw him, because then we get eventually Seth and Roman Reigns, but reverse, where now Seth is the heel and Roman's the face, where last time it was the other way around, and then you get that sympathy.
All I know is
that means.
This entire match is a vehicle to make Roman Reigns a sympathetic babyface. That's the whole reason. Everyone else it's just like a piece of the game.
Yes, because he's the tribal chief.
He's just another wrestler.
Acknowledge him.
He's just
acknowledge him.
The thing is, the dude's a good wrestler too.
Would they acknowledge him?
He's a good wrestler. He's just not a great wrestler.
Yeah.
And he's not the best of all time. He's no one's GOAT.
He's no Will Ospreay, that's for sure.
He couldn't hold Ospreay's jock.
All right. Well, look.
Like Tyson.
Yeah. Who's your official pick? Who's your official pick for this match?
The fucking new bloodline.
The new bloodline.
Sikoa. Yes, because you have to make Roman sympathetic. He has to lose. He has to be fighting from underneath. He's an underdog from the underground.
He's the underdog now.
I think the OG bloodline wins.
Yes.
But something happens after. This is where The Rock comes out again at the end. And you know what I mean? We get
I'm never gonna bet against Fatu and Bronson Reed on the same team.
Yeah.
That's the scariest combination.
That is pretty terrifying. You are correct. Well, I'm going with heck. I got OG bloodline. You're crazy.
They lost at the
That's what I'm saying. And
They
you're
lost,
crazy.
They lost
What?
then so they could win now.
They're
not gonna take 2
he
Ls.
is the underdog now. In this match, he's the underdog. He's an underdog, and he had to assemble his scrappy team of friends to fight against the new fucking evil
to
guys.
everybody, right?
Yeah, exactly. With
I'm
like,
just hoping for like a cage implosion at this point. That's the best case scenario.
Jesus.
Bronson
Take
Reed
out 2 people I
tsunamis and
dislike.
like,
Yeah, I'm an
Yeah.
actual tsunami.
give me a tsunami off the top.
in Canada.
Sure.
Well, look. Yeah, I think it's Oji Bloodline all the way.
I mean, you think I'm not? Think I'm lying? Like, look in my eyes. Tell me what.
I
you
know
see.
that you're not lying. We're gonna see though if you're correct soon enough. Well, it is almost time for us to get out of here. But before we do, we got a couple little quick hits here. Number one, new women's IC belt. What do you guys think of it? First impressions.
Pumped. Super
Yeah,
pumped. Also,
me too.
IC belts should always be on white. Sorry, dudes, you gotta do the stupid black belt gimmick. The white belt gimmick's so much better for the
white
IC.
belt, yeah.
Was that what she did now? They added that little bit of blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah.
give me I love it.
Yeah. What about you, Heck?
It's clean. It looks good. I still think the women would like be cool if they had like
Their own.
their own kind of belts instead of, you know what I mean?
The once they gave the U.S., then they had to do this.
Yeah, yeah,
That'd be
yeah,
weird
yeah,
if the
yeah,
U.S.
yeah,
and
yeah,
do something
totally.
else.
Yeah.
No,
like
but you are.
Netflix
yeah.
is like, hello. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we're getting a belt, and
The Netflix belt.
who was somebody was saying that, was it you, that there's like so many women that you would like to see
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the United
Yeah.
States that
that was the only downside of the U.S. women's belt. I was like, man, I feel like there's like 3 people that I want to win it that have earned it.
right.
Yeah.
And to me, the IC belt, I think that just screams Naomi.
Right. So then,
Yeah.
So like the Chelsea Green thing. So you got
She
one
got
that's
US.
like character kind of like, you know what I mean, like earned the belt, and another kind of in ring kind of earned
Right,
the belt.
yeah.
So you kind of get both those that were like in the argument originally.
Well, we talked about it. Jey Uso,
Yeah.
Sheamus, Naomi. Let's just give IC belts to veterans
These
that
veterans,
earned it over
we'll give
time.
them a quick run with
there
it.
you go.
There you go. Next up, Tony Storm retiring.
Man,
She said, I failed at everything. I lost in AEW. I lost in Japan. I lost in Mexico. This is the last time you'll hear from me again. Enjoy Mariah May as your champion. You can enjoy all that. AEW is just fine without me. Everything is going well for AEW. They don't need Tony Storm.
I love her so much.
Yeah, me too.
This was a Sports Illustrated interview. This was like a legit interview that she did with a large company where you could really, a lot of people would be like, "Now, here's the real Tony Storm. Let me give you my real story." And she was like, no. She kept it kayfabe. And she's
I just picture her
amazing
putting
for
her
that.
heels
Yeah.
down in the ring, like her boots. And
Yeah,
then
like Triple H.
It fades from like black and white to like color.
Damn. Oh,
Poetic.
Tony Khan, take notes, bro.
No, but like I don't. But that would mean the end of the gimmick, and I don't want that gimmick to ever end. Not yet.
Listen.
That's how it should end. Like 2-3 years from now.
And then she has
Yeah.
to come back like old school Tony Storm,
Yeah.
face paint,
Yeah,
just
do
that
you-
badass.
Or she comes in like a different era, like 70s exploitation. She has like an afro.
Well, isn't that what we? Oh, damn! I was about to say, isn't that what this chick pretty much is? 70s Becky Lynch, Jamie Hayter.
Yeah.
Ah,
She's like
Yeah.
she's like if Becky Lynch was in like an Austin Powers movie.
Yes,
groovy
baby.
Just watch this again. They hold up. Just so you guys, just throwing that out there. They hold up.
No, it's
Yeah.
absolutely. And then finally, Adam Copeland cleared, or well, for his name's Edge to me at least. But,
No.
you know.
No,
Adam
because
Copeland.
WWE owns Edge.
Oh right, I forgot.
They just filed.
Well,
to
I
keep
he's
that.
coming back.
They're not bringing him back.
I think
They
he
just
is.
filed
Yeah.
to
Royal
keep
Rumble
Edge,
this year.
keep it away from AEW.
Yep.
Adam Copeland being cleared is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he doesn't do something stupid like break his own leg again.
Yeah. Yeah.
On this day?
Bro,
It's just
like, know what you can do. And do that. Like Randy Orton was talking in an interview. You know what I mean? Like that's why he doesn't like pick people up or stop picking people up, because he's like injured his shoulders, but he just adjusted his style to fit.
yeah. Don't jump off the top of cages.
Yeah, let the
And
young
l-
kids do that.
And if you do it, like do it.
Do it.
But
do
he
it.
like he kind of like wussed out at the last second, trying to put his foot down. And
Yeah.
that's what broke his
And that's
leg.
what broke it.
He went like full like Sid Vicious on it. Like, don't try to jump off the top rope and land on a leg. You break it.
I
Usually
saw
that's
that
what
video
happens.
Yeah,
recently.
we don't have to learn that lesson ever again.
I saw that video recently. And
Gross.
Wow.
Yeah. He's like Ovechkin, Theismann,
insert
Alex
clip here.
Smith. Did you know they all
Alex
broke their
Smith.
leg on they all broke their leg on November 18th? All Washington D.C. athletes all had horrific leg breaks on November 18th.
That's crazy.
That day is just cursed for leg breaks.
In
Dum, dum,
Washington.
dum.
Google the Theismann injury if you're into gross shit.
No, don't.
That was disgusting.
Well, look, it's time for us to get out of here. We have gone over
already?
we've gone over our time actually. But before we do, we just want to give a reminder. Tomorrow, come out to the shop, hang out, watch wrestling. Kicks off at 5:30. Pay-per-view starts, I believe, officially at 6:00.
Also, guys, if you're listening, if you're subscribing to this, which you should be, and you get a little ding, your new podcast is up Friday at noon.
Yeah.
That means also, ding, come on down to the store for Black Friday deals. Like
Black
we're doing
Friday.
Black Friday here. It's, I don't know if you know this, kind of like it's this like tiny little like indie thing that's going around. That people
It's
like, you
tiny
may not
little
have heard
indie
about
thing.
it, but like they're doing like
Underground.
they do like little sales on the
If
Friday
you
after
know, you
Thanksgiving.
know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely if
yeah.
you know, you know situation. But like we're doing like huge deals. You ever wanted a belt? You ever wanted like one of those
And
Grail shirts?
you
that
wanted
we
a belt
have?
and not have to go train and become a wrestler and then have a championship match to get one.
No, that's a title. Yeah, we're not giving away titles. We're giving away belts. Yeah, I mean, this ours is
We're
ornamental.
not giving away. We're just
Yeah.
giving you deals.
yeah,
We're basically giving them away. heck.
basically.
Listen, you're not going to be here. You can't tell me what I can and can't do. I
true.
might give them away. All right?
It's true.
Listen, Chris, he's in Florida. Heck, he's going to be in the woods. They got me running the shop on Black Friday.
Yeah.
I'm going to go nuts.
Take advantage, guys.
Exactly. Come be like,
Wacky Woody.
just say like, Woody, your opinions are so good. We love them. Also, can I
We
have
love
something
'em.
for free? And I'm like, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm
Make sure
very
you come
easy
down
suggestion.
and come down and butter up Woody. You can get a great deal today on Black Friday and
Today.
tomorrow.
It's Black Friday. Oh my God, Black Friday today, guys. We haven't talked about it more. It's crazy. It's today. This is happening on Friday.
I know.
On this day.
And tomorrow we've got a big old watch party down here. So come hang out and watch wrestling with us.
Dude, the watch party, Liberty Kitchen,
Oh yeah, and Liberty Kitchen is bringing their food, which is
gonna
incredible.
be
And
so
I'm
good.
gonna be
Oh,
sad.
nice.
I'm gonna miss it.
hoagies.
I'm working all
Again?
weekend, so at least I can get some
Yeah,
food Saturday.
can you believe
night.
that?
Just the second Liberty Kitchen one
know.
you're missing.
I know.
That's crazy.
Oh
really
man, their
nice.
Is it
hoagie
because are
trade's
you still
flat.
full from Thanksgiving yesterday? Ugh.
Yes.
I'm like stuffed from all the Thanksgiving we had
Itis.
yesterday.
Oh man, I ate some good stuff yesterday.
Ugh.
Turkey, probably,
Definitely some turkey.
and some
And
other
we had,
things.
and that was that crazy thing that happened that everyone was talking about online. Like I didn't want to get into it.
Oh.
But you guys all saw it yesterday on
We
Thanksgiving.
watched all the games, the football games.
Oh, the guy when remember the end of that game?
Oh
It
my
was
god,
nuts.
that was incredible. We don't have to talk about that. This
You
is a
guys
wrestling
already know.
podcast.
That was a crazy play.
Yeah. But look, guys, we got to get out of here. We've gone way over our time. But don't forget, hit us on Instagram, svw.worldwide. Same thing on TikTok and Twitter. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at Suplex Vintage Wrestling. Listen to our other shows, Grappling with the Gilmans. Watch the Hardcore Happy Hour. Watch.
Oh, wait. Before you say it, watch Mystery Violence 3000. I've always been on the fence about this show. I'm not. I don't just like, oh, it's part of my company, I'm going to sign up. No, you got to earn my subscription.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
And I'm saying, guys, they just did what I think is one of the best things we've ever done in a new theme song.
Yeah, it's good.
Sha-la-la-la. There's some. It's
Yeah, featuring you too. Featuring
that's
me,
that was what put it over the
Duncan,
top.
That's why he subscribed.
Yeah.
then.
Finally,
Yeah,
I'm like, they involved me a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay, you guys can watch it now.
You twist my arm.
Watch Mystery Vines. Gunky's he's cooking up some good things
Yeah.
over there. JA is he's JA.
Yeah, he's perfect.
He's an acquired taste, but
well, I don't know.
And RoboCop makes an appearance.
Yeah.
Romo
Yeah,
Cop.
make sure you watch Mr. Violence Theater as well as Suplex and Chill. Anything else, gentlemen?
No, just keep.
Like, share,
also-
follow,
Yeah,
tap
make sure
in.
to share this podcast.
Make sure you
if you
tap
listen
in.
to it, yeah, take 30 seconds, do a review. Give us a nice little review on there on your Apple Podcast, on your Spotify, whatever you listen to this or watch it. If it's on YouTube, whatever.
I tell you what, if you give us a review,
little,
you give us a review and you ask us a question, we'll answer it on
yeah,
air.
we'll answer it
100%.
on the pod if you answer us a question. Ask us a question.
I'll do anything for a 5-star review.
Yeah.
Anything.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh.
baby.
Not lying.
Yeah, I'm serious, man. Try it.
He's not.
You need pictures of my feet for a 5-star review? I got you.
Okay. Well, let's get out of here quick.
I'm a company
that
man.
note.
All right. Is there
I'm a
anything else we
company
need?
man.
You know what? I'm not even going to ask
take
you.
it.
Heck, is there anything else?
Nope.
All right. Well, let's get out of here.
That's right, guys. This is for the. This is for the.
Jesus Christ!
No, you're right. You're right. Save it. You're right. Save
Yeah, that's
it.
paywall.
that away
That's
for free.
That's behind the.
paywall.
Check out to the
You
Patreon
don't give that
soon.
away for free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Patreon is coming.
Is Orlando
Only
doing
fans
a,
of wrestling.
What?
Is Orlando doing a watch party?
Yeah. Watch Party in Orlando. Make sure you guys check that out at SVW Orlando at Rizzler Park. It's awesome.
007
Yeah,
James
007
Bond.
James Bond bar. That was awesome last time. So make sure.
Well, I'm curious to see what kind of menu they got down there.
Mm.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Delectable.
They have meats of mystery. Is it man of mystery?
No, that's not
Meats
it.
of mystery.
It's
Yeah.
not James Bond.
Is that not even
International
We call
Man of
Mikey on a
Mystery?
Saturday.
Yeah, international
That's
man.
not him.
Is that Austin Powers again?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I just
Literally,
watched this.
Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. That's the title of the movie.
My bad.
All right. On that note, we out.